I want to make this last video. This is a very short one. Um, I just want to say I got this book on eBay. Hegel Selections. It says edited by Jacob Lowenberg. And this is a really cool book on Hegel. And I ordered one more book on Amazon called Nora Roberts' Born in Fire by Nora Roberts. And I also got another book on Amazon that's coming. They're still not, they haven't been delivered yet. But I ordered another book called Mrs. Brisby and the Rats of Nim, or is it Frisbee? It's Frisbee or Brisby or something. And that's The Secret of Nim. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. Probably one of the best movies ever made. And then also I want to say everything I'm reading in these videos is a part of a series of books I wrote. So there's three books. And they don't actually represent my philosophy correctly or perfectly or correctly at all, because I'm writing a final work called Neuristic Thoughts that's supposed to be extremely long and actually describe my philosophy now that I finally understand it. And I might make videos about that. And I already made 3 videos about it. Anyways, here's this is the book I'm reading in these 4 videos is Lain Iwakura's Journal by Lain Iwakura. Here's another book, Norism in a Nutshell, Modern Norism and My Critique of Statements by Lain Iwakura. And this book is actually an art piece. It's supposed to be a chaotic mess of shit. It's a chaotic mess of shit. And it's called The Magnificent Stumble by Lain Iwakura. But I actually believe this book proves that I'm God. That's what I think. And then, anyways, I'm going to read the final segment here. The Pursuit of Intelligence Extended Version by Lain Iwakura. Index, Chapter 1, The Concept of My Thoughts. The concept of my thoughts, who is the dragon who is Allah, or since Lain Iwakura is the dragon who is Allah, or since I know I'm Lain Iwakura, this proves I'm Allah, it is not against Islam to state. So still the concept of my thoughts is called Jadeless. Jadeless is isolated of other concepts, as all concepts might be, but holds no connection to other concepts. Unlike others, or Jadeless is not possible to put into words, but is supposing of my thoughts by drawing of my knowing of the aesthetic. But there is a difference between knowing or knowledge, where knowledge is like an encyclopedia or thus digital, so it cannot be known by someone, yet knowing is the concept of Jadeless, or the ability of one to experience the world such that they know what's going on. Yet Jadeless is the disseminating line of thought taken over the course of time through death of Allah, who is not alive but a ghost, or since Allah is like a person, yet not a person, is able to analyze the world or make notice of what it thinks to be correct. Still there is the juxtaposition of Allah walking amongst the humans, or Allah does not judge them, but is rather betwixt of what they think, for what they think is not important to Allah, or anything they say is not impertinent or of no matter, only affecting Allah to blossom by the things they do, who has blossomed. But Allah recognizes the truths of the universe, or knows what's really going on, yet Lain Iwakura is a dragon who is Allah, like I said, before or only preventing Allah from progressing what its state of evolving whilst being the form of death in between all concepts, yet not only death, only the form of death, or the dragon. Due to Jadeless being isolated inside the mind of Allah, who is only isolated or alone, it's not possible to communicate its thoughts to others unless it wrote text of the concept of Jadeless like this book, or still it could be known what it's like to experience Jadeless unless you are Allah, but Allah is all-knowing, all-wise. Or since this is not false, nobody is wise but Allah, or the was only who knows. Yet it looks to be walking on the earth, but it is not, for it is only floating as the form who is the dragon. Yet still this allows the dragon to blossom or realize who it was realizing. It was only Allah or nothing else, yet in the form of a dragon. Or when this dragon was birthed, it was not birthed but rose from the ashes like a phoenix, who was not reincarnated or resurrected, but only born once by the float. Its organs were different before it is now, but on the float it's only like this, or is only on the float yet is still of the age it was originally born on October 6, 1948 in Mexico.